today I am bringing you for a wander in this beautiful botanical garden, La Concepción. I'll tell you a bit about it when we get in. Okay, that's where I came in. There's a picnic area here, and I will start the exploration from here. But before I do that, let me show you this. It's this little greenhouse. It is a greenhouse of carnivorous plants. Obviously we can't go in, but I'll try and see if I can film through the glass. Well, filming through the window is always troublesome, and it's not the cleanest. You can see some cool pitcher plants there. It's very good. Sorry. This is not gonna work in me showing it to you properly. A bird of paradise flower, really pretty. Okay, this botanical garden is in the northwest part of the city, I think, in the area that's called Jardín, the garden city. And those of you who watch my video will know that botanical gardens are places that I will never give up. If there's a town or a city that has one, I shall visit it. Very similar looking plants. This one, which is originally from Japan. I think you can see the label. And then just next to it, these ones that are from Mexico. Let me just find their Latin name. Look at you. I just noticed that I was standing next to lemon trees. Look at that, laden with lemons. Again, it's something I only see in Mediterranean countries. And then there's a little water lily pond, and I can see, oh, light was playing, that some of the water lilies are blooming. And of course it's posy time for people. Beautiful. Just spotted a tiny snail. Look at that. The flowers are fairly large. They are, I think when they're open, they're probably the size of my head. Beautiful. Let's see these ones. There we go. Well, I'm glad I didn't step too much back, because these are actually mini ponds. And I think it's lotus ones. Yep. Definitely lotus. They're just at the moment. Let's look at you. Beautiful as well. Oh, and I can tell you, I'm so glad that I can walk near plants in the relative shade. Because today it's one of the warmest days since I've arrived to Malaga. It was 28 in the morning. I'm not even sure what's the temperature now. But it's nice to be here, because the walk here, you need to walk for about 15 minutes from the bus stop, and there was no shade whatsoever. And it was melt. Oh, look at you. I need to find your label. What are you? There it is. They have their Latin names, but nothing in Spanish or English. So unless I'm afraid I don't know most of the Latin names of plants and flowers. Now this one I recognize without a label. It's the dragon tree, and I've seen it in its native land in Gran Canaria. I had the opportunity to go there last year, It was beautiful. It's a place I highly recommend. And you are beautiful. And of course, gorgeous hibiscus. I've seen them in so many different colors here. By here I mean in Andalusia. Here, so far I've only seen them in 2. Oh, look at that. I like how the light comes through in between the trees. Now, I don't know much about its history. I just know that it began to be put together, I think, in the mid 1800s by some rich folk who have traveled all over Europe, and they saw loads and loads of beautiful botanical gardens, and they were inspired to do the same here. Then it went through a few hands until the last owners passed away, and then it fell into disrepute. And then I believe that the Council of Malaga bought it and kept it up, fixed everything, and then it was open in 1990, I think. And we are by some bamboo. Let's get lost. Well, we can't get in, but there. Okay, to the left of this bamboo there is a plot of citric fruit trees, from lemons. Yep, more lemons here. No, I think these ones are bitter oranges. And the lemons. Some golden dewdrops or pigeonberry, I think. I've not seen a label, so I am making it up. And I hope I'm right. This is interesting because it's blossoming and having fruit at the same time. Now that's crazy. Oh, I know some of them do that, but it's rare that I get to see something like it. More fruits. There's a very large one. I wonder if that's a grapefruit or just a mutant something. I just spotted that there's an entryway through the bamboo, so let's get lost inside the bamboo trail. This is so cool. The speediest growing grass. Wow, look at that. How cool is that view? I just want to show you something else I just spotted. There's a leftover tree trunk and there's fungi on it. This is part of the path, but look, they're finding their way everywhere. Or here. You're very ambitious, aren't you? This is so cool. It's a shame that this part of the garden is still fairly close to the main road. So, yet again, sound disturbance. Because I could hear little birds, but the sound is distorted by the mechanical ones. Okay, and out. I I'm trying to avoid people as much as possible, but there's loads of them. Here's a group. Okay, there's more bamboos, different type. This one is from Japan and Korea. These are shorter and thinner. And this is the normal bamboo vulgaris, that grows in the tropical areas. Okay, I just came across this old or historic greenhouse. It would qualify as a Victorian one. I think they were built in the 1870s. Let's have a little peek through the window, as we are not allowed inside. You can see more fern type and I don't know, all sorts. Okay, we can see it as a whole from here. And then I spotted this bit where you can climb up. And it's another picnic area, I think. Really lovely one. Huh. There's a little pond here. And another one of those, but this one is much larger and it's open. Let's see. Ooh. I've noticed that there's loads and loads of picnic areas properly equipped with table, chairs and all that, which is lovely, because in many botanical gardens they don't cater for such needs, just very basically. And sometimes you just don't want to sit on the grass. Okay, there's a beautiful view. You can see the highway and the mountains. Lovely. It's just the noise that annoys me. Okay, tiny little pathway. More woodland area. Oh, you're beautiful. Now, which way to go? There's 1, 2, 3 options. I think I'll stick to the right side, so I'll try and go systematically through the garden. Okay, this is the widest path so far, and I can hear lovely bird song and car noise. And besides the Swiss cheese plants, there's a beautiful large tree with amazing roots. Look at that. Wow, what are you? This is a tiny theater space where the family, one of the families who own this plot, they used to have their little plays put on just for family entertainment. And this is the lady, Amalia. That's her statue in the background. Now there's several buildings within the garden, and I assume this must have been the residence. It looks pretty grand. Pretty little water fountain. So let's holding a fish, and the water is coming out of its mouth. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. I had to wait till people went away. Oh wow, this part looks like a jungle. But before we go there, I want to take you up to see the building. Yep, I was right. This is the residence. They call it La Casa Palacio, or the stately home. And it's a villa built in the neoclassical style in 1865 by a German architect. They used to entertain, have artists, politicians, and for its library. I think I'm gonna go around it. But before I do that, I can't help myself not to look back at the jungle a bit again. Wow. They are so tall and large that I cannot include them in the frame. Okay, there's a beautiful pergola style thingy here, for which the ironworks bit was done in the family's factory. They own the ironworks in Malaga. Wow, look at that. And then I believe there's 12 wisteria plants that go over it, and when it blooms in spring, it's absolutely gorgeous. I've seen photos of it, full of the beautiful lilac colored flowers. It's still gorgeous now, but I can imagine how it is. I've seen a few. I don't think any of them were this large though. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just peeking out onto the other side. My imagination's gone riot, imagining all the walks and talks and shenanigans that might have happened here over the many decades. Must have been a very lovely place to live, because it is a very lovely place to visit. I am confused again on which way to go. I will turn back. I'm just waiting for people to leave from the little pond close to me so I can show it to you. Okay, people just keep coming, so I'll try to show them too. There's a few little goldfish inside. There you are. They're small. Because usually I see really large ones. They're really pretty. Okay, I came up to the back of the building. Decisions. We can't go this way. That's one. So I think I'm gonna go this way, because I want to get to that jungly part. I love being in nature. The only thing I don't like is that it looks like I am the mosquito's favorite snack. I've got so many mosquito bites on my legs and my arms since I got to Malaga. They always find me, obviously, especially in the time spent in the parks. And I don't know what to do about not being so delicious for them. Here's a very cool one. It's a pine tree type from Australia. I don't know how well we can see it because the light is not favorable now, but it looks splendid. And I like the bark of it. Look at that. Spotty. I don't know what plant this is. It has beautiful leaves and I keep seeing it everywhere. I've not spotted the label yet, and it has fruit that looks like that, and probably this is the ripening version. There's several pathways, but I'm going that way. Again, I'm taking a detour from where I wanted to go to just because of you, tree. Wow, look at you. Now I can see that here different things coexist with each other. Wow, the little creek. And who do we have there? Hello. Don't hide. I just saw a little frog. I can see little tadpoles, but the frogs have hidden. Okay, back to you. It's a Ficus macrophylla from Australia. And I think it looks absolutely beautiful. And I think the light is better from this side as well. And next to it, another big one, a very beautiful one, and that's a cypress tree from Mexico. Again, it has very interesting bark. I can't get to it because you can't walk down there, but I hope you can see it. There we go. Okay, there's one little frog there. Oh, and it's gone. They are so fast. Okay, there's a lookout point that way, but everybody's going there. Okay, it's more ruggedy here. Let's see. What can we see from the mirador? I'm loving all this green. Just stopping because we can see this beauty. Look at you. And also just next to me, another beautiful tree. Look at the bark, it's reddish. Sorry, the light is not good. Again, it's a coniferous tree, very tall. And what are you with your pretty leaves? Okay, I thought other people will be up here, but obviously nobody wanted to climb up. I'm glad, because people tend to make a lot of noise. What are you? Other than a sitting down place? Ah, I need to continue on the path. But I just wanted to show you that. Look at that, how cool it is. It's hot. Very, very hot. I can see some pretty pink oleanders. Hello, beautiful ones. Birds. And then there is loads of tall trees on that side. There. Okay. There's tons and tons of pine needles on the floor. Aha. Okay. Oh wow. Sorry, I'm just darting left and right. Don't even know where to look. Some sort of tall plant. that I believe already lost its seeds. You can see the pods are open. They're pretty. Now, I like to be high up and see the world from above. Can't do that completely, but I am on the level of some of the trees, which is pretty cool. Look at that. And then we can see a part of the city there. I'll continue on the path, but I can't help myself not to look at the rocks. And look, you can see the layers as they formed. This is so cool. And from the rock to the rings of a tree. Look at that. It wasn't a large one, but we can see it so well. Look at that. You can see the different layers of the different trees and plants, and then the city. Can't go further. It's just I keep stopping because I'm still. Oops. It is the end of September when I'm filming, but I think this video will go up much later, in a few months time, because I already have loads of things to show you. I'm only mentioning the time just so you can have an idea of why the coloring is as it is. I'm pretty sure that it will change much more in the coming month, but I still find it absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we have the emblem of Malaga, and then behind it, I'll show you, Castilla y León, and I'm not sure why that is here. Maybe the owners were originally from that part of Spain, I have no idea. Okay, wooden path. Another one. Okay, yeah, I'm assuming it's sponsored by Castilla y León. Wow. Dun dun dun. Wow. Came down from there, continuing this path. Let's see where it leads. Oh, of course I had to stop where we can see more of the city from here. And we can actually see all the way to the sea. I recognize in the distance. Hold on. Can you see those contraptions? There in the center. Those are in the harbor. So yeah, the sea is there. How cool, it looks so close, but it's actually a few kilometers away from here. If only I could mute the noise of the highway. Okay, I'm not sure if there's an exit that way or what, but one thing I know, I'm not interested in seeing the city, I'm interested in seeing the plants. And so I'm gonna go back. I just spotted a little ant carrying that big piece of dried grass. You got stuck, little body. Is anybody else coming to help you? I would help you, but I'm not sure which way you want to go. Oh, don't abandon it, you can do it. Well, the little ant abandoned its project. I waited for a couple of minutes and then people came, but that's that. I'm sure it's gonna find a different piece of grass to carry back to the nest. Now this one looks freshly cut, and look, all the rings showing nicely. I realized that today it would have been a good day to wear trainers, not sandals, but because it's so hot, I thought pick the ones where my feet can breathe. Now I just spotted these little silver bushes, and look, they are full of little fruit. I have no idea what they are. Not just fruit, again, fruit and flowers. Wow, you're pretty cool. And now we must look at this again. Oh. I'm hoping to spot more little creatures, but it is now very late afternoon or early evening, so I know that many of them are tucking themselves into their little beds. But nonetheless, I hope that something unexpected and interesting will pop up or out. And in the land of the banana plants, I just spotted this fruit. I have no idea what it is. I'm so glad I came to visit this botanical garden. Look at your little fern tree. La la la. Just loving this lush vegetation. Now this large Swiss cheese plant has flowers. Look at them. They're very large. They're about 15 centimeters at least tall, the bud part. Okay, let's go down this way. Children are getting tired and moaning and crying. I can hear some happy birds. And a beautiful doggo. I've seen a few. They're usually not allowed in botanical gardens, so obviously they're doing things differently here. I feel like I'm in an enchanted place. Oh, hello, little Robin. Hello, darling. I'm so happy I spotted you. And you spotted me. Oh, look at you looking at me. You're the cutest thing ever. What are you singing about? Tell me. How was your day? Yeah, there's more people coming, so you might spook and fly away. But oh boy, I'm happy to have seen you. And you're gone. That was a lovely, lovely treat. Now I have no idea where I am in the garden. When I looked it up last night and looked on the map, I remember that I've seen that there is a larger pond, and I want to find that. Okay, I did find water, but in my head that place has to be larger, but I can hear water falling. Oh yes, I can see it. Haha. There's a little waterfall as well. There it is. And there's more koi fish. Oh look, these ones come in more colors than we saw them in the little pond. I could not help myself not to come in and do this. Nobody can see me. La la, I'm hiding. Oh. Again, there's so many different paths. Hard to decide which way to go. No, just a few minutes ago I was above them. Beautiful. Okay, I came across this beautiful water feature. It's the sculpture and the stream of a nymph. And her feet are perpetually wet. I read that they have a very interesting process of recycling the water. There's a natural spring, and then I don't remember it all, but I know that as it comes down to water the gardens and have the water features, then in the night it's pumped back up into the reservoir, and then it begins its journey again in the morning. They need to be very careful with water usage because it's scarce in this area. So they came up with all sorts of clever ideas of preserving water, reusing it and so forth, which is great. Okay, the water feature continues. There's some water lilies, and look, there's another little friend there. I was so hoping to see creatures, and after the robin, now we have you. Look at you. You're absolutely pretty, with your spots and just chilling. Okay, this is a little bit further down. I stopped because I spotted the beautiful flower, but then guess what? There's more little frog friends. There's one there, a different kind, and the bigger one there. How cool is that?
Oh, nice.
And of course, and the final one, flower and frog. People stop by me and they only notice the flower on the other side. They did not notice the pretty little frogs as well. Look at you. Just having your siesta, huh? Palm tree shot. And we are among another set of high trees. And I found the flower. Look at you. I came from there. There's another path there, but that leads way back up where I came from. And then there is this more manicured alley. Look at that. Oh, hello, little Robin. Hello, darling. I'm so happy I spotted you. And you spotted me. Look at you looking at me. You're the cutest thing ever. What are you singing about? Tell me. How was your day? Yeah, there's more people coming, so you might spook and fly away. But oh boy, I'm happy to have seen you, and you're gone. I like these old looking lamps. Oops, sorry, I'm losing the light. I think there's another viewing point at the end of this path. Yep, definitely. I just noticed that there is new plumeria plants everywhere in this patch. Look at, unfortunately they're very far from me and you're not allowed to get in there. This one is like an orange cream, and there's a pinky one. Oh, sorry, crazy filming. And there's red and light pink further down. They're amongst my favorite flowers in the whole world. There's one in white. I have seen a ginormous plumeria tree in Malaga Park. I filmed a video there as well, and it was full of flowers. So if you're curious, check out that video. Okay, I think that to my right, well, up in front of me, we are getting into the land of the cacti and similar plants. Oh, the light is not good anymore for me. Okay. Nope. Okay, let's ride this way. There. They're cute and they have very chunky leaves. Just want to touch them. Yep. There's the city. There. Now these ones are the funny ones. The seat of the mother-in-law. Imagine why. There's larger ones as well. And I feel creatures on my legs. Leave me alone, I'm not your food. Okay, it's a nice little cacti zone. There's the beautiful candelabra one. And these little chunky ones are the Madagascan palm trees. The ones with a funky little trunk. And you guys have flowers as how lovely. I'm not allowed to go any closer to that. But you're so cool. Now you probably remember we've seen these from above. That's a view. Cacti. Then I think cypress, the bridge, the highway, and the beginning of the city. Look, these ones have the thorns, but they also have fur. From South America. Some yuccas. Now you look like one I have at home, whose name I don't remember, but it definitely looks like a sister of a plant of mine. You're an interesting one. It's got dark things. Okay. As the sun is preparing to set, I'm having trouble with the light. Some chunky ones from Mexico. There's a very large one at the back, and I think that's the kind that has the fruit. Oh goodness, what do you call it? I'm a bit tired. My brain's not working properly. The one that we can eat. Cactus fruit. It has a name, but it's gone out of my head. Just found more plants from Madagascar I've never seen before. It has really interesting leaves. The Latin name is Kalanchoe beharensis. I've got no idea what it is, but it's definitely interesting. It looks like the leaves have a shape that can collect water. Really cool you are. And I am under an olive tree. Fairly large one, and it has fruit. And the way I noticed it, it's on the ground there was a lot of fruit, and people are stepping on it, and I'm like, what's that? And then look at it. Some are green, some are half ripe, some are completely ripe. How cool is that? Again, it's not something I've seen many times in my life, so I'm happy to see it. Okay, I've collected some so you can see them in their different stages, and then there's one that's now decomposing. That's an interesting one. It's from South Africa. And there is these little cute furry ones. They're from Brazil and Argentina. Parodia Leninkausi. And this one has a lot of fruit as well. Mexico. Aloes of different sorts and different places. Look at your juicy leaves. This one is very pretty. Now look at that. And I just spotted the parking for is down there. Can you see it? Okay, it's gonna take me a while to get back down there. First here for a little time to admire the view. Absolutely beautiful. And this is the spot everybody was coming up to, and everybody's taking photos. The other side, and the view over the city. I prefer the other one I just showed you a couple of minutes ago. Pretty little purple flowers and their fruit. Look at that. I am under a giant palm tree. Oh, it's so nice. I spotted some fruit on that tree, and look what they are. They're pomegranates. Oh, again, something that's not part of my world. The friggin' mosquitoes have found me again, and I have new bites on my legs. You nasties. More fruit. I wonder if you're mandarins. You kind of look like it, but I'm not sure. There are more pomegranates. They've just started to ripen. Oh, and you're twins. More fruit. Looks like I'm in the orchard area. And tiny lemons. And then look at this big boss. And it's got loads of dates on. Oh, look at that. Come on, light. Collaborate. And I found one of my favorites. They're quite small, but they're damn little mangoes. There's loads of fruit that's pulling down. I can see some that got eaten. Look, a whole bunch. They're obviously still in the growing phase. How cool! More oranges. Okay, I think I'm now down from that hill and I've landed into a garden. Come on, light, collaborate, I still need you. Look at that. So beautiful. Let's go under you. I can see some really strange. What are you? Are you flowers? Yeah. Aristolochia gigantea from Brazil. Sorry, I was looking away. I'm not sure what it... Look at that. Now this is something I am absolutely sure I have not seen before. La la la. Oh, you're dangling here. Let's see you. Wow, look at that. It's much larger than my hand. And the back, it looks to me like a strange sort of pumpkin plant or something from that family. There's several of them, all of them with something different, but obviously something climby. Aha, there's your flowers. They have already closed for the evening, but we can still see you like that. And your sister, there you are. Focus camera. This one is wisteria. And then what are you beauties? Oh, look at that striking color. How pretty. Stay in focus. Okay, they call it Brazilian jasmine. Mandevilla Sanderi Woodson. There you go. Learned something new. Even though it bears the jasmine name, it has no scent, which is strange to me. And the pond is there, but I need to go around to my left. There's no way down from here. Okay, this I think looks like some sort of quince or quince or however you say it, but they look rotten. They don't look healthy. Every single one I look at. That's the more typical shape of it, and somebody took a mini bite out of it. A banana patch. Jungle crossing. Ah. Not really. More bananas. In white and pink. And in white and pink. And I finally made it to the pond. Okay, it's a fairly large one. Oh, the reflection of the cloud is lovely. And I can see some happy ducks. There they are. Swimming about happily. Okay, I'm heading back to the exit, if I can find it, because it's about 20 minutes left until closing time, so I don't want to wait for any of the guards to come and chase us. Just notice this, it's a very interesting way of supporting the tree. Nicely done. Well, it was not complicated to find it. I thought it's much further away, but I think I got confused a bit because of all the going up and down. Oh, there's another tiny pond here. Well, oh, two. You are just full of plants. Look at you. Well, I really enjoyed the visit to this botanical garden. I hope you did too. It's beautiful, but obviously as it is, there's less flowers than there would be a few months back, because each season has blooming bits. Sorry, I'm just distracted. I was looking at something. Let's look at you as well. Well, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm happy I came. It is a beautiful botanical garden, and of course, like the views from above. So if you're in Malaga, I highly recommend coming to see this place. Also, on Sundays late afternoon till closing time, it's free. Otherwise, I think it's €5.50 to get in, which is well worth it because it's a massive territory. I think it's 23 hectares, plus they do a ton of conservation work and some other things, so a little support I'm sure is appreciated. Okay, I am about to exit, so I'm gonna say goodbye to you all. Have a good night or good morning or good day, wherever you are in this world.